everybody, this is Jordan McConnell with the Crohn's Veteran Podcast. Thank you for joining me. I am joined by my amazing co-hosts, Renika Wood and CJ Cabrera. How are you guys doing today?
Tired.
Doing all right.
Well, I greatly appreciate you being here. You know, the life of a crony is full every day. So we appreciate you guys. You know, I am honored to have Sean back with us today from Crohn's No More and Crohn's Fit to continue to talk about his story. We're doing actually back-to-back episodes, and so I'm very, very grateful for him to come back. Sean, how you doing, man?
I'm blessed, man, and I thank y'all for having me again, man. This is a wonderful experience. I got a lot of phone calls. I don't know if they just heard the replay or they went to one of the the links, or they was like, hey, that podcast you on, it was real informative, and thanks for sharing, and we hope to hear more. So I said, you know what, I'm ready to come back and keep it going, because we got a lot to cover, and I just want everybody to be to be comfortable sharing their story after they can hear mine. So I'm with it.
Awesome. Well, in that case, we'll get right into it. We were talking before we kind of started the show here about some of the medical procedures that you have been through and the surgeries and stuff. And so, for some of the people that aren't familiar with, some of that with that part of your life, would you mind sharing a little bit?
Yeah, sure. Well, one of the things, besides when we were talking before, like the medicine, they diagnose, when they misdiagnose you with something, they probably give you the wrong medicine too. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I guess they were giving me medicine for my colon when I needed medicine for my whole digestive tract. You get what I'm saying? Wow. So if we're trying to fix the wrong thing, we're not attacking the problem. So it's going to persist. And of course, naturally, we're going to still be in pain all the time. Our bowels won't reset. Our insides won't reset until we get on a regimen to reset it. So that's why we preach, again, holistic as well as Western medicine, because you can reset with natural remedies versus all those chemicals they pump in your body, and your body's never able to reset itself because it's chemicals instead of natural, like soursop, black seed oil, oil of oregano. Mm-hmm. These things are what can help reset the body. Garlic, a lot of garlic. We need vitamin B, vitamin D. So, before I had all this knowledge, your body would start reacting. So I would get flare-ups in my bottom, my anus area. And you get one, they lance it open, drain it out, do what they got to do, but then they notice it doesn't heal. So they go back in and do more, and it's really not good for them to keep cutting on you like that. So they kept cutting on me, and that's when I was telling you guys they put a DNR on me, do not resuscitate. So, I just packed up from Jersey and I got up out of there. I just said, I'm going to go down south and get better care. So I found out, between UNC and Duke, they have the best programs, especially like for gastro. And, they have some of the top programs in the world. So I started going to UNC, Chapel Hill, where I started going to Dr. Long and Dr. Sadek. I'll say it again. Those are great doctors, Dr. Long, Dr. Sadek.
That's my doctor.
See? Renika know. Renika know. So
oh my God, it's crazy.
This is why it's so good that we get to share and other people get to share, because we get to see similarities and we get to see we're on the right path.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So this is why we do this. This is why this is important to me, to you, to CJ, to everybody, to the world, because we need that whole. See how we just felt right now for a second? We forgot about the bad. We just felt happy with each other and enjoying the moment of, hey, this is me too. This is me. Oh, we share that? Okay, cool. So the bad stuff kind of leaves for a minute and we get back to the, feeling good. This is what cronies are for. This is what we do Crohn's Fit for. This is what we do Crohn's No More. This is what we promote. So, the mental is very important. to feed while you have these disabilities going on, because you got to tell yourself, hey, I'm not sick, I'm not handicapped, I can still do things, but I need to share with someone that doesn't mind sharing with me, so I can learn something I did not know before. Maybe I could get in a network with a doctor I may not have known. They don't know how to take care of me over here. Who should I go to? Renika and I just suggested, we have the same doctor. You see us, we functioning. Before it wasn't this good.
You mentioned it because I was going to a provider. I called the person's name out, and I just recently got with Dr. Sadiq in the last pass. I mentioned to Jordan, CJ, that I was so excited I met a doctor that really listened to me, and someone told me that when I meet you, I'm not going to look at any of your old charts. I want to see you from my own eyes. Right. And that's what he met me for the first time a few months ago. It has been like consistency since then. I don't have to wait for an appointment, but like a week, and I can see him. I'm not waiting 30 days, 45 days, 90 days. If I need to get in to have something done, I get in the following week. So he's always on the phone, talking to me, he comes on the phone, himself personally on the phone. So I felt so good about having him. And I sought him out. I put in, who's number one GI doctor in UNC? And he came up, Timothy Sadiq. I was like, yeah, I want him. And
now here's the kicker, because that's my homie. And he moved. Wow. You know, he moved from UNC over to in Raleigh. So
he's at Rex.
Still at Rex. Mm-hmm. He's still my guy. He's still the best. Like, that can help manage this, because I told you, I think before, remember, like we got to tell doctors what we want and tell them, and it might get crazy. Yeah, that's my guy. Let's just say we've been through enough to where you can go now and meet Renika and be like, hold up. I remember Ted, he's you know, I know how he worked. I know he knows so let me go. They learn patient and doctor relationship from how you dealt with the previous person. So that's why you talk with other cronies to learn who's the best, how they treat you, what you have. This is a network that we all need. This is what the helpline does. This is what the podcast is for. So he's the one that started, when I came down here, I started going to Dr. Sadiq and Dr. Long. Now, she does the upper. She got my upper right. He got my bottom right. There's parts to this. You know what I'm saying? There's really parts to this. Like, you got to get the whole track right. So get the best that can go from top, then get the best that can go from the bottom, and y'all gonna meet. And that was self-care after that. Because once they start telling you, or you telling them, you working with your doctor, they'll work with you. They listen. They don't tell you, yo, go get the vaccine, because that's what you got to do. They say, yo, I see you know how to take care of yourself. And we've been dealing with this for a long time. And keep doing what you're doing, but we recommend, or we suggest, or so it's a relationship that's more comfortable than them looking at you crazy or making you feel crazy, like we said before. Then there's no friction. Now you can get some care instead of arguing and fussing and fighting.
That's true. That's definitely true. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And I'm very happy to share that, because he's went in not one time, not two, not three, not 4, 5, 6, 7. He's the one that he's done them all. He's the one that deals with that. I won't let another person deal with that. Keep the same person, because they know you. They know where you, like you said, you tell him. He ain't gonna sit there and tell you, because he don't got it. So you got to tell them, yo, I don't feel right here. This is what actually happens. Then they go around and start scoping and doing all this and that, and they get you right. But if you don't open your mouth and you're not comfortable saying something, or you don't say something, how are we going to know? We can't guess how you feel, or what's hurting, or what's wrong. Don't be embarrassed.
That's
women
true.
get it.
Thank you for that.
Yes, women get it in they private areas, fistures, and instead of perianal, they get the vaginal fistulas.
You know, Sean, right. That's something that I've been talking to the guys about here about is female and male Crohn's. Me being a female, and I have my panel of males with Jordan and CJ. I share about my experience quite often. I have paroanal Crohn's. My Crohn's sat right at the bottom of my sigmoid colon. That's the sigmoid colon, the anal rectum. That's what my Crohn's were basically manifested right in that little area there. When I learned about the different parts of Crohn's, I had a better understanding myself. Right. Then I did my own self-studying, because females, I mentioned before, we do have a lot of other challenges with Crohn's, along with the GI and the extra intestinal manifestations of the vaginal fistulas. Correct. The tract between your colon and the vaginal area. You could possibly have an opening that can go to your whole reproductive system. I mean, it's, you name it, it can happen. I mean, trust me, I don't share with you guys behind closed door a lot of things, but definitely. And that's something that I know a lot of people are ready to share about because of the stigma, embarrassment, and judgment. But I guarantee you, if I mention that word, like I got it too. I'm having that too. I'm having that too. But if you don't share about it, they'll think that's just them having it. So definitely.
Right. Thank you for sharing that. See? I got to know.
Thank you, Renika. And so, kind of, since you're, kind of in the field, advocacy and all this stuff, what resources do you point people to that, they're just, that they come to you like newly diagnosed?
Newly diagnosed, I tell them, I suggest to them, your diet is the first thing you want to reset. To me. Because what you're putting in is what you're getting out. Mm-hmm. No matter what. Water is very important. A lot of it, till you get tired of it. But for us, we need that because we have to, your body is 3/4 water anyway. That's what your body is made of. So when it dries out or you don't replenish it with the right pH balanced waters, is room for disease. Mm-hmm. An alkaline body or a body with an alkaline rhythm is where you want to be. That's why they say drink alkaline water or spring water with a good pH. Test your own water with an at-home kit. Not only of the water, it's the food. I don't eat red meat. I don't eat pork. So these are all the things I start with. When somebody newly diagnosed comes, I say, yo, what have you been eating your whole life? Where you from? Are you from here? Okay, so you've been eating hot Cheetos and growing up with corner stores food and cookies and Little Debbie snacks and hostess and okay, so you got all this saturated and fake food in you from a kid. Then we wonder how these diseases form, that they don't know where they come from. I know where they come from. Bacteria in this fake food that they got or whatever preservatives. Like, or chemicals, because you eating stuff that was grown outside or whatever, the chemicals on that. We don't grow our own stuff. That's another thing. Do you have a little outside where you can plant tomatoes and lettuce and cabbage? Oh, you don't like that? Or you can plant fruit or something else, but at least you know where it comes from. That's a start. These are things when I meet somebody, this is what I ask them. Because your diet is the setup for either failure or success. Okay, the doctors. What doctors have you been going to? Where at? Because some people travel 3 and 4 hours to get their Remicade or to come to UNC. Where do you go? Who do you see? This is why the helpline is important. Because we want people to know these are, it's a list. Okay, check. Okay, check. This is how you get to the bottom of something. If you're sitting there not knowing, like me, 2003, sitting there just starting to get sick, you don't know. I'm a healthy guy. First thing I say is, I hope I ain't got that thing. Mm-hmm. What's that thing, y'all? The monkey, one you don't come back from. We in the 80s, AIDS, HIV, da-da-da. Nah, you ain't got that. You got Crohn's. What's that? From there, I've been on a journey ever since. So that's why I provide everything for my journey from then till now with people who newly come to me, like you said. What do I tell them? Do you take natural medications? Do you do this? Do you do that? Everything we just set off that checklist is important because this is how you attack things. Well, what works better for me? Can I drink? Is sugar too much for me? Sugar is the worst thing to have. Do I intake too much sugar? These when you detect these things and you sit there and you say, hey, I'm not gonna do this, but versus this, you see what works for you versus what doesn't work for you, and you can compare it to what you've been doing and omit the bad and admit the good. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
what do I take away? What can I add? And this is what you get from analyzing yourself. You have to diagnose your own way of living. Nobody else can eat for you.
It's going to be a lot of trial and error
on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just a thing we learn. Sorry, go ahead, Renika.
Oh no, I was just saying definitely. Definitely.
It's not something. This isn't something we get. And first of all, you just get it. So first of all, how you just get something? That's what we want to know. See, to be smart or not a know-it-all, you have to ask questions. You have to ask, when people be like, damn, they nosy. Nah, not with this. With this, you got to be nosy. Don't think nobody can't answer your questions. Like if you can't answer a person in need of a question, what kind of person are you? You can't answer a question. You that crazy you can't answer a question?
It's funny you say that. Newly diagnosed. I know CJ had mentioned before too about where he goes to his hospital and I go to mine before. When there's not a lot of advocacy inside of the hospitals or the facilities that we are diagnosed. So it's like anything else. When you diagnosed with a chronic illness such as this, there's not a second step of support to assist you through the process. You have to find it on your own. Yeah. When I got my UC in 2010, I was told, here's a pamphlet, a piece of paper. You can't eat these things, anything green, high fibers, no sodas, no chocolate, no teas. That's it. I'm looking like, what is going on?
Right.
That's all I knew. I said, well, okay, well, I'm good. I go to North Carolina. I'm in Greensburg, with the A&T. I'm down there still, my friends having a good old time, have fun the whole weekend. I'm in the bed crying, throwing up, bowel movements like I ain't never had happen. I thought I was dying, literally. And I said, well, can't nobody help me? Like, who gonna help me? I had no help. I felt lost, alone, isolated. I became a chameleon. I knew how to not eat to have fun, but then later on, suffer consequences at my own privacy of my own home. Because in my mind, this is my new reality. But now, as I've gotten older and became more educated, more invested in this process, I know how to be of support to someone because I know how I felt. And I would feel so sad if someone got diagnosed today and tomorrow they're like, well, my life is over. No, it's not. There are a lot of things you can do. Like having support, but not knowing how to get it is what causes the biggest barrier.
I'm glad you said that.
I think advocacy is very important.
Right.
For these situations, definitely.
Right. I'm glad you said that because, like, that's the same thing that happened to me. Like, you can tell somebody to read this or read that, but that's just like somebody telling you when you're young, like a single parent home, your mother or father, whatever one you live with, go to work at night, and they like, yo, don't mess up your credit. I got to go to work. I'll see you later. Right? And we know we all gonna mess up our credit because you're not taught how credit works. You're not taught how money works. You're not taught the system or given the information of US or any type of currency, how it works in the system. So it's just like health and medical. If you don't know how something works, you can't control it.
It's
Doctor, it's crazy because like Dr. Sadek, he's done all those procedures for me, but it's like he learned things as well as I learned things going through those procedures. So you're teaching the doctors what they don't know as well, but this community has to be where we come together and don't be afraid to be humble enough to say, hey, I need help. Hey, I mean, you know, you're not asking nobody for $5,000, but maybe somebody can give you a link to a grant to Johnson & Johnson or something where you can get one. That's why we supposed to be here.
Right.
Right.
Right. So,
That is so true.
I know there's something else I was curious about. You know, you're in music, right? Like you, like,
Yeah.
And so like, so you know, a couple of questions. One, you know, how has music, you know, impacted your life? You know, with Crohn's, and you mentioned, is there any kind of like relationship between, you know, music and mental health in your life? And then also, you know, how has, you know, just, you know, trying to, you know, build and scale your career, you know, be awesome in life, you know, how do you balance that with, you know, with IBD?
Music actually, I've been involved with music since a kid. Like music, you know, since we were kids, music in the house. We grew up Saturday mornings, our parents, really us, cleaning the house with music.
Right.
The old school parties we used to have because we lived with our uncle and our grandmother, the music. So we had a piano in our house in the projects, in the music. So we were the only family, you know, it's that one family with the piano in the crib.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we don't know how to play, you played on it and you just had it like, I don't know how. We just had a piano in the crib. It's ill. So music has always been a part of my reality. Every day, I live it, I breathe it. I can hear it right now while we talk. That's why it's so smooth and a pleasure to speak to y'all, because it's like a song. It's like a song we put together and we release into the public. And when they get the song, they get the messages and the metaphors and the similes in the music. You can make a haiku, boom, and that could be your art. That art has been the way I communicate with a lot of stuff. So music has always been good for my mental, because it's the art in my mind that I can hear. Mm-hmm. You know, you hear a lot of stuff in your mind, and this is what mental progress is. You can use something for good or bad. So this is the most powerful thing you got. The most powerful tool you're using is your brain. You could feed it this muscle. You could train it to grow and be strong, or you can let it go. Once you feed your brain, that mental, like we always talk about, like earlier, it builds your mental up. To be confident, to hold your head up, to say, yo, I'm doing this. What's popping? Who's doing what? Yo, I got this. So what? It don't got me, but you know what I'm saying? I deal with it. And then the music, I wrote a song called Make a Way. Make a Way we released a couple of years ago on May 19th, World IBD Day. With that being said, the song describes everything from the medicines, from what we could take, from the food to having to rush to eat, but you can't. So it goes back, like you really got to go to the link. I'll send it to you so you can post it in the link of this or wherever else.
Yeah, definitely. We'll do, man. We'll do.
Definitely.
Guys are here, and you go and listen to all type of music from Billie Eilish, I hope I said that right, to Beyonce, to Jay-Z, to whatever. Through Make a Way, I did it. I released it as a challenge called the Make a Way Challenge.
Okay.
And because all the people were doing challenges, and that was very important. So I said, again, let me try to do a challenge for our people, us, everybody with Crohn's, but our people, because that's us. Colitis, Crohn's, IBD. And let me see if they'll take that challenge and go viral, because that's what people need to hear, especially people that are sitting there depressed, people that don't think they can make it, people think it's over. I talk to a lot of people. They're very depressed. When they hear the song, they say, thank you for putting this out. Oh my God, where I could get this, when did you put this out? It's a challenge. Since we could challenge to do dumb stuff, the ALS with the water challenge, people don't even know why they was doing that, because, you know, Lou Gehrig's disease or ALS, when you throw ice water on yourself, that's the sensation they get when they get flare-ups from ALS. So know what y'all doing, people. Know what you challenging, because that energy you channeling could either be good or bad. That's something else too. You gotta monitor what you allow in your life. Excuse me. You know, that's gonna make you feel good and make you feel bad from the start to the end of your day. What you allow. So the music, I allow the music because music hit everybody. It's the only thing that hits you and you don't get hurt.
I like that.
You heard it.
You know what I'm saying?
You might get hurt. That wrong song.
Right. It resonates to do different. Like the music, like I could get engulfed. I could listen to Mary J. Blige. I could listen to something real soulful. I could listen to somebody else talk about what they went through. But for me to talk about my perianal fistulas, for this, for that, all type of the CBD, everything is just, it opens up a whole lane for somebody to be like, yo, I deal with the same thing. Let me call him and call them because we can talk about it now. So that's why
I have a question for you. Maybe.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I think my computer lagging, so I thought you was done talking. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Personal question. So dating. I don't think we never talked about dating up here. So if you talk about it, I'm cool with that. I think dating and having inflammatory bowel disease is a very big topic. What advice would you give to someone that is going through what we have gone through, or similar or mild or whatever, what level of severity? What advice would you give that person that may be having some insecurities about dating?
Take your time. Understand the person you're trying to date. Understand this is why you want to know things about people. Back in the day, we was young people. They want to be with this person, be with that person. For us, it ain't that easy no more to just be with this person and be with that person, especially even holding a regular conversation because they don't understand if they don't have Crohn's. Then dating a person with Crohn's, especially a person without it, because you get sick and they be like, yo, what's wrong with you? It ain't me. You know what I'm saying? But you can't be ignorant to understand why I'm telling you it ain't me. Come with me to my Rare McCade appointment. Come with me and let me show you. If they dating you, they're going to go with you and support you. They got one more chair in there. Mm-hmm. See, this is real. I get real. You want this, you're going to get all this. You're not going to get this and don't get that.
Right.
And vice versa. So, and then, you know, when you date somebody with Crohn's or don't know, or they tell you, now you got to make sure it's not a pity party or it's just because, you know, people tend to always, listen, when we going to be happy? We can't date it's all, like, all right, what the baby going to do? You crying, I'm crying. The baby looking regular. Like, you know what I'm saying? The baby like, damn, is y'all the baby? What I'm supposed to, you know what I'm saying? So that's what you got to know because people are crazy anyway. So am I dating somebody that's understanding? Do they seem like they reason or ration or understand? Am I dating somebody that's closed-minded, that wouldn't even want to hear it? Mm-hmm. Am I dating somebody with kids? Because that can flare you up too. If I don't have a baby in my house, you're not going to let me date you. You got 3 kids. You don't understand what I'm going through. And it's yeah. All right. I'm gonna let y'all do y'all. I'm gonna go over here because you gotta understand what you're dealing with. So once I know what triggers me, I know it's a deal breaker, and I don't even pursue a date with somebody like that or to be around somebody like that. But you can always get some help with some information from me. Like that's the person with Crohn's. I'm always willing to share, always willing to help, but we're not gonna date. We're not going to date because both of us are going to be crazy. And you know it can get crazy.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying?
There has to be at least one strong, healthy person in the relationship to take care of that.
Right, you know, like, I mean, like my wife has migraines as an example. And so like I was listening to you talk about the baby, I was looking at her looking crazy. I'm like, you know, yeah, for real. That's what it was. That's what it was sometimes. Like I'd be like, man, you know, my stomach is killing me. You know, I need to lay down. And then I look over, you're already laid down.
Right.
So like, oh, okay, well, I guess that's how it is. So like, you know, so I mean, of course, she's super awesome, super supportive. Like great partner for for having Crohn's and stuff. It's just that nobody's perfect, but yeah, but
Right.
I mean, but it is, but yeah, but I will say it's important that especially if there's kids involved that somebody's okay.
It's very important. Like you check on your friend with Crohn's today. Like, yo, for real, check on him. Hello, you all right? Good morning. It don't take nothing to say, GM, you okay today, or you feel okay today? Send. People make excuses for everything, but they can do everything else they want to do. Check on your crony friends, man. Build the network. Yo, did you call Crohn's No More this week? What they got going on? Oh, well, we're going to go to DC because we're going to support CCO. You know what I'm saying? We're going to support this. Yo, I heard they doing something in Jersey or Indiana. Well, let's go out here. Y'all ain't got enough? Let me see if the foundation will see if we can get a package for the bus or a van. We'll rent something and we'll roll together. Yo, we got to start doing more. Okay, work it out. We're going to work it out. Let's go. That's what we got to do.
Right. There needs to be more, like platforms or tools or something, that makes it easier for, people to come together and do things.
Right.
But
because then they'll feel better in the end of the day, and then they can share what they had got from us, or we can share with others what we got from each other with someone else. Because I don't know everything. So I know y'all know things I don't know. So I can share with other people what y'all have shared with me. And that might help somebody's whole plight. It's very important. It's very, very important,
Definitely, man. Renika, I was just gonna say, we're about to get out of here, but Renika, CJ, any final thoughts, questions for Sean Lacey?
We always about to get out of here, but we always got more to go.
I know.
We got way more to go. It's not like
it's a series, man. It's a series.
It's a series.
We get busy over here, y'all. Like, see,
these go fast. These go fast. I always feel like we're barely scratching the surface type thing. But.
Right. I feel bad to be getting off of here, man. Like it's like I got more to share with y'all, man. And y'all got more to share with me. I love it. I learned something with Renika today that brings me closer, because now I can say, yo, hey, how you feel today? There's such and such. Yo, did you talk to? This is how the network goes. Now we both can compare and go back and, hey, Dr. Sadak, whatever, da-da-da, and it comes back and we all can join and say, hey, this was my experience. I talked about it with the doctor like this. I feel better. He put me on this. This is how it works. And I feel great. Again, this conversation we have is like me being empowered by you guys to just have a minute for people to just say, hey, it's not that stressful that right now. It's good. Look, we this is like 8:30 TV for us every week. Like, yo, this is what we need.
Yeah, it's therapy. I mean, the reason I do this, it's I want to give people a platform, and I want and it's therapy for me too. So like so it's and so I appreciate again. From me personally, I appreciate your time and your insight and your wisdom and all that, and so it's really valued. Renika, CJ, anything for something before we get out?
I know CJ got. Go ahead, Renika. Go ahead.
I want to say that the things that we're doing collectively, meaning Crohn's Veteran, Crohn's No More, the other foundations, organizations that I've been seeing, I think that we're like little small dots. They are slowly binding together to form a unit. And I really think that we have started the game at a different time where more of us have became more present with having these type of diagnoses.
Right.
About 7-8 years ago, I wasn't seeing a lot of us having these diagnoses. So I think that we're connecting the dots slowly but surely to where we're going to have more larger platforms and more opportunities to be in person to have these different type of meetings and different types of community events and whatnot, because we have a lot to share and we are the best people because we know how it look, how it feel, because we are the ones going through it. I've always been told no one can tell you how you feel.
No.
Being an advocate and also a therapist, I'm a I gotta be very mindful of my mental health for myself, but yeah, and still know that I'm a patient, but still know how to realign my energy when I get off balance. So I'm
Right.
glad that we're able to connect and share. I will be at your event at the lake. I'll be there on
Kayaking for
July 10th.
Crohn's, y'all. July 10th, kayaking for Crohn's, 7
I'll be
p.m.
there.
kayaking for Crohn's. We got a lot of good responses,
Tell
man.
us
We got
the
a lot.
address. Where's it
Oh
at?
man, we had 64. It's 6404 Lake Wheeler Park, Raleigh, North Carolina. 6404 Lake Wheeler Road, Lake Wheeler Park, Raleigh, North Carolina.
I'll also be there, or try
Definitely.
to.
Yep, we're gonna see you. You gonna make it. You gonna make it.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I mean, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be in North Carolina on the 4th too. So
Yeah, so check me out. What we got? This week is we got a concert. I got a concert with Brand Nubian, Mr. Cheeks, and Greg Nice from Nice and Smooth. So yeah, that's in Salisbury. Yes.
I have no idea what
Cool.
it is.
And that's another thing. That's another thing. Like, I will put together. Listen, once we get this right, like rocking and rolling the way we gotta go, I'm gonna make sure y'all get the entertainment that we need. Like, I could put together a big concert for us to go for people with Crohn's, and you know what? I get the sponsors to put it together so I can try and give something back to the people with it. You know, I get the artist paid, but I'm not trying to charge the people. But I want thousands of us out there to enjoy it. I don't want to do it as 3 people out there. You got this person, there, little Kim, whatever. What? Are you crazy? Man, listen, man. No way. Mm-mm. No. We got plenty of concepts. Like, you could do car shows for cronies. There's plenty of things you can do.
I'm super interested in that kind of stuff, and getting, because that's something with Crohn's veteran that we haven't done a lot of, and I want to do more of. Is those kind of projects that just really just help people. Beyond advocating, people for a platform on our show is more on the ground impact.
Right. Also, I just want to say something just on the diet, because I like to think sometimes, and your diet. The reason why we feel different, you got to change with the seasons too. I notice my body, it'll change versus spring, summer, winter, fall. Okay. How I work out, how I eat, and the intake of water changes with that. So my mood and my body and my mental state changes too, just to touch that for people that might need that little insight.
Anything that kind of stands out, like, as far as the balance, like anything you've learned about that balance, like as far as, the seasons?
Wintertime, I do more heavy eating. Still my water, but more heavy eating. I train, I go to the gym, Crohn's Fit, just to make sure everybody know what it is. Crohn's Fit, that's us. So when I noticed the wintertime, I do more food, maybe 5 meals a day. Mm-hmm. And summer now, spring, fall, I'm going to do maybe 2 meals a day. Something sort of like intermittent fasting, so you can reset the system, because remember, you've been putting all that stuff in your system instead of going cold turkey or not being able to eat, because we still have medicines and stuff we have to take with food. Lighten it up. So now in the summer I do more smoothies and more almond milk and more vegan protein powder to start. You know what I'm saying? I do the vegan. I don't get the stuff with milk. I don't get the stuff with all that, because you got to look and read the ingredients. This is important. Yo, what's in this? Okay, let me get these 2 things and compare them. This is important. Oh, I take this and my stomach hurt. I take this and I get gas. I take this and I be straight. I want this one. That's what you got to do.
It's so important, guys. I tell you, the one time you don't check it is the one time it has that secret ingredient. It's going to destroy you. Even with safe foods. Even with safe foods, I even tell you guys, like, I used to eat a lot of plantains and plantain chips. And I bought one that was from a store, but it was like flavored, and it was like garlic plantains, and it had MSG on the back. And
man,
yeah, destroyed me. It
really bananas, y'all, are the reset fruit for cronies. Bananas help Crohn's, colitis, IBD. Bananas is your friend.
Banana's a prebiotic as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bananas are your friend. You know, stuff like that is your friend.
Yeah,
that's what you want.
Same. You know, bananas are a staple.
Every day.
Like, every day.
Bananas are your friend. Like, you know, like, so in the summer, I'm going to do a little more fruit, do my smoothies and my water. Then I'm going to eat a big meal, maybe, or a salad or whatever works for me. And then at night, like right now, I have me another little light snack or whatever. And water. I go to bed. I'm up again 5:36 to the gym. First, I run. We do the run, boom, 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 because I don't like to breathe in the gym with no mask. So I don't be in. I have 2 masks on when I go to the gym. I run. I go get in the car. I go to Planet Fitness. I do about 30 hard minutes in there, jump rope and all of that. Do my weights and get out of there. The day is started by 7:30. The market is open by 9:30. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm on emails. I'm on phone calls, and I'm hoping to hear from everybody that watched this podcast because we got a lot to share and we got a lot to do.
Awesome. Well,
what does your fasting schedule look like? Do you fast year round or no? And also,
nah, no. I eat, CJ. I eat. I got to eat. I have to eat. I gotta eat, y'all.
You only fast to reset your gut or what?
I gotta see. I'll do all right. Green tea or hot tea is very good for you too. It's good for you. You know what I'm saying? Your digestion. But that green tea will clean you out. So you don't want all that. If you gotta have sweetener, use agave or honey. You know, something natural. You know, Farmuca honey. Is it Manuka honey?
Manuka.
Yeah, Manuka honey.
Manuka.
That's the best one you could get. They make fake honey, so try to get the real honey. Like he was saying, you gotta look at the ingredients. Or if you want to test your honey, put a little bit in the bottom of the cup, put some water in there, swirl it around. If you get little combs, those look like real honeycombs, that's real honey. If you swirl it and it's regular, that's not real honey. I got all the tricks for you. Why you think I can eat?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was a time I couldn't eat. It was a time I couldn't eat nothing. Now I eat it all. Just no pork.
I'm in the eating nothing, thing right now, so I'm listening. So
gotta heal that gut, my brother. Gotta heal that gut.
Facts.
Gotta heal it.
I sincerely appreciate you. To the folks that are listening, hit him up, crohnsnomore.org. Is that right?
Yes, crohnsnomore.org.
Yeah, so hit him up, contact him, support Sean and everything he's doing. If you like this episode, if you like what Crohn's Veteran is doing, please subscribe to our show.
Please subscribe. Yeah, we love Crohn's Veteran. Please subscribe to Crohn's Veteran, y'all.
Thank you. Appreciate that. And check us out, at www.crohnsveteran.com. Again, I'm the founder, Jordan McConnell. You can email me for sponsorships, business opportunities, guest opportunities. You can hit up CJ and Renika. Just reach out to us. We'd be glad to help you, support you, all that stuff. Again, we appreciate the love and support we've gotten. 50 episodes and counting. So thanks. We appreciate it.
And I appreciate you, CJ, Renika. My man, I appreciate you, Crohn's Veteran, so much for having us. And again, this is like an intro to where we're gonna go, because there's a lot more to cover, and you can't do something in one day, or like we're showing people, you can't just do one thing and then not come back to it and think, oh, I'm gonna remember this, or no, we gotta be in your face. Because if y'all don't want to listen, we're going to make y'all listen. We're going to program y'all to listen. Crohn's Veteran, Renika, CJ, Crohn's No More. We're going to program you. We're going to program you back to health. Right. Like the radio programs you. That's what if you guys listen, radio programming, that's what they do. They program you. So we're here to program your health back to normal, or to what you can tolerate. Health is wealth. We got to be Crohn's fit all the time. Health is wealth. Your health is your wealth. 100%. If you can't take care of yourself, I'm going to tell y'all this again. I stress this. If you can't take care of yourself, or you don't take care of yourself first, you cannot take care of anything or anybody in this world. 100%. I stress that to everyone. That's very important for me to stress to y'all, because I love y'all, man. I love y'all. I love the world. I don't care about who don't like me, who don't love me. I love y'all too, because it's not going to hurt me, or you're not going to block my blessings. I got stuff to do for people that need it. That's why I help people like me, because we need it.
That's right.
Well, definitely, man. Well, again, man, appreciate you, Sean. You're an inspiration. Wish you, success in all your endeavors, everything that you're trying to accomplish in your life.
Thank you.
So cool. And of course, safe travels for those shows.
Thank you, man. Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back. I think I got a call this morning, and every city, that's another thing. I love connecting with all of us, because every city I go to, I don't know, they don't believe it, but they get in touch with me. Even in the UK, I've gotten in touch with people that follow us. I bring them to the shows. They're like, "Oh my God, I couldn't believe this. I didn't know I was gonna meet you." It's a beautiful thing. And it's a beautiful thing to see they partying and having a good time. We ain't thinking about, like, I do a party or for Crohn's No More. I heard somebody say, "Well, I ain't gonna go party with a bunch of sick people." You probably sick. You probably sick. You just, because everybody has something, y'all. I repeat this for you.
That too.
I'm gonna repeat this again, because they ain't get it. Y'all got it, because y'all get it, and y'all already got it. Everyone is dealing with something, y'all, whether you know it or not. So don't ever say, "I don't want to go party with a bunch of sick people," because you already partying with a bunch of sick people. They don't know it yet. That's why we do early detection and prevention of our stuff with awareness. So you two proud boys can understand what we're trying to say.
Facts.
These my guys over here. We have a little fun. It's just like, and like Renika said, she want to go somewhere with somebody that she can reference or understand or be relevant to. Because I don't go to Paul Mitchell to get my hair cut. I go to the barbershop. And then the barbershop, I can relate, and they're going to give you, and then I'm starting to see other people that used to go to Paul Mitchell in my barbershop. That's what we trying to do here, because they don't know. We missing some good stuff with Crohn's veteran, Crohn's No More. Yo, did y'all hear? Yeah, we like Paul Mitchell, but they got the juice. And once they get the juice, they like the juice.
Well, dope. On that, we gotta let you go.
All right.
Right around the time here, man. But I'm looking forward to the next one.
Yes, sir.
This is a journey, and so looking forward to continuing it, man. So,
yes, sir. Make sure y'all sign up July 10th out there if y'all listening. Crohn's Kayaking for Crohn's 7th annual. We love to see y'all. We got a lot more in store. Hit us up directly. Direct messenger us. If you see me coming to DJ anywhere in this world, anyone sees me promote or whatever, I got you. You come, hang with the artist, hang with me, bring your friends. We're going to have a good time.
Oh, cool. All right, y'all.